Yes mate, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are talking about Avepoint and its merger with APXT. Now I haven't discussed it on the channel for 2 or 3 days now, so I thought I'd bring you guys an update on exactly what is happening, my thoughts and opinions, and also what the share price has been doing this week. As always guys, you know the drill. If you are new around here and want to join the investing community, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free. I've also set up a Patreon with a private Discord. The link will be in the description if you want to check that out. So the share price at the time of filming is currently $15.10. Now for the majority of the week it has been in that $14 range, and I was very happy to see at Friday pre-market it was up today and it pushed through that $15 barrier. I was like a proud parent seeing APXT push above that $15 barrier, and it's sitting at $15.10, so it has sustained that through the day, even though that trading hours is still open, so it could change before the market closes at the end of the day. So for the week it's only down 1%, and it's been quite a volatile week to be honest if you look at the chart. So I'm quite happy with the fact that it's pretty much stayed the same price throughout the week, especially after that big drop when the S4 was filed, which sort of dropped from around $17 all the way down to $14. So I was very happy today seeing it was up pre-market and it's pushed back above that $15 mark. So in terms of a publicity point of view, it has gone a bit quiet on the merger front, but that is because the S4 has been filed and all the background work is being done at the moment, making sure that every procedure is met and is followed through correctly. So people on Twitter are still asking TJ Zhang when the merger date is and some more information. So TJ has actually responded to some of these tweets. He's saying that we are working hard on the de-SPACing process. So do know that there are a ton of work behind the scenes happening in real time as we work towards actual listing of AVPT, which will be the new ticker symbol on the NASDAQ. Once the merger takes place, it will change from APXT to AVPT. And then he finishes it off nicely by saying thank you for all the support. So we know TJ is a cool guy. He responds to quite a lot of people on Twitter, even though he doesn't have to. He's actually a really cool CEO. So if we look on the sec.gov website, which is where all the filings actually get recorded and you can view it publicly, you can see that in the last 3 or 4 days there's been a couple of amendments to the acquisition of beneficial ownership forms, the S13G. So what's happening now is the SEC is reviewing these forms that are getting submitted, and there probably will be amendments that need to be made. Before the SEC gives its approval, then a vote can actually be taking place amongst the shareholders of APXT and Avepoint to vote for the merger, and then the merger date can then be announced and actually looked at. So on TJ's blog, The Road to NASDAQ Listing, I think it's called, there's a link to it on his Twitter. He goes through some of the questions and some of the timelines of what they've stated in the S4. And they did say that as a company, their philosophy is to be quite conservative with certain projections. And they've done the same in terms of the merger date announcement. So they said in the S4 they're looking at end of Q1 or beginning of Q2. And he stated they like to be conservative. They don't want to give too niche a timeline, which is a bit strange because the Avepoint Twitter actually was saying February. But TJ's actually come out and said that they like to be a bit more conservative. That's why he's given a range. So end of Q1 or beginning of Q2. So you're looking at March or April as a sort of rough estimate. And to be honest, this isn't too long to wait. It's midway through February at the moment. You've got what, 6 to 8 weeks, and we could potentially be seeing some really nice profit here. So if you're a long-term investor and it's sitting in the $15 range and dipping below $15 range, it's great for you because you guys can accumulate shares. I'm holding some of these shares long term. I've said that before. Some of this I have to pull out in the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks in order to fund an investment in a property. So if anyone should be nervous about this volatility, it's me. And I'm putting out content saying how much I like the company. So yeah, if you're a long-term investor or if you're a medium-term investor, you haven't got long to wait until this merger takes place. I know it's a bit frustrating it being pushed back, but the company is a solid company. Again, look at the fundamentals, look at the financials of this company, of Avepoint, and you'll see why it is a very good investment, both short-term and long-term. So yeah, it's been a very average week. It did drop below that 15s. It was pushing towards $14.50. On Friday, had a nice pre-market. It's remained fairly strong during market hours. It's finishing at the moment above $15 per share. Obviously the market is still open. And again, some of this I will be holding long term for years. Some of it I have to pull out in the next 6 to 8 weeks. So I am interested in seeing how this share price performs, but it's not too long to wait, guys. It's not too long to wait until this merger should go through. And those are the biggest catalysts. I know we're talking about the S4 filing and that catalyst didn't actually work out. The big one is the merger vote actually being announced, when shareholders can actually vote for the merger. And then once that merger is approved, these are massive catalysts coming up. So hopefully you guys are a bit more calm about the situation. It seems to be consolidating around that $15 mark, and it's not long now until we should see some movement in this share price. As and when some breaking news does come, I'll be bringing it to you guys first. I'm probably going to be streaming after this video goes live as well. So you might see this video go up and I'll be live streaming as well. So we'll see if that works out. But anyway, I really appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.